Let's officially get started. Do the simple actions every day. If you keep at it every day, you'll become an expert. Stretch where you need to, breathe, and feel where your body is sore or in pain. We were young once, everyone was young, and when you're young, you feel good, you don't ache, and you're full of energy every day. But as you get older, you have to take care of yourself. We service our cars every 5,000 or 10,000 kilometers. If your body isn't sick, sore, or in pain, you won't take care of it. So, right now, the present is eternal. Act now, there will always be opportunities, do you understand? Life doesn't come with a warning. Life only has results and consequences, what you don't do leads to. The consequences and the results of what you do are just that. Every day, bring your heart back. Humans are creatures of emotion. Your mood governs your entire being and your actions throughout the day. Even your whole life is just the accumulation of each day. How you find yourself again is the key. What hobbies do you have? What interests do you pursue? What feelings do you have? What sensations? Everyone is different, but one thing is the same. Your body, can you control it? At this age, your body isn't really yours, it's hard to control. We practice controlling the mind first, then the body. The time is almost up. Right now, it's Taiwan time, 5:50 a.m. Every day's task is to do the detox routine in the morning. Make the most of this opportunity before 7 a.m. Our bodies are too toxic, from what we eat and even the air we breathe. Okay, let's get started. Left foot, first a slight squat, step against the wall, body up, okay. Push your back foot to your butt, and brush your chin forward. First turn left, turn your head, then turn a bit more to the right, just a bit more. Follow along, calm your heart, and don't overcomplicate things. Don't overthink. Thinking too much can harm your spleen and stomach. When the spleen and stomach are harmed, a person's energy is depleted, as the teacher always emphasizes. Letting go of your heart is not easy. I often hear people ask, "Teacher, how do you let go of your heart?" To let go of your heart, just focus on one key point, and you can release it. Place your left foot, switch. Slightly bend your right leg. Step your right foot onto the wall. Then push up, leaning your hips forward. Okay. Apply pressure to your right calf. Focus your mind on your right calf. Then brush your chin and turn your head side to side to release. By grasping the right key point, you can let go. You are not present. If you care, you can let go. If you care too much, you'll never be able to. Do you understand the teacher? Whatever you care about in this life will be what torments and binds you. If you care about your health will return. If you only care about your gains and losses, then those gains and losses will define your life. You'll always be bound by them. There are gains and losses. Place your right foot to switch. Step your left foot onto the wall, slightly squat, then push your body up. Push for a second, get out of bed, linger for a moment, then silence, and your body will return. You become the master of yourself. Do you understand the teacher? When you fall asleep, you know nothing. You are not you, and I am not me. Turn your left jaw to the left and right. In this space, we are in the same space, at the same time, globally synchronized, we are doing the same action. What a remarkable task this is. Such a grand project. Early in the morning, we are already reverse engineering it. Place your left foot for 30 seconds, then switch to your right foot. After a slight squat, push up, and thrust your hips forward, close to the wall. Stretch your calves first. Okay, important person, let your old legs fall. You say you will fall, you will hurt, you have no energy, then you really have no energy, because you feel old, right? Why do some people in their 80s still have a lively spirit? It's all about mindset. Don't accept aging. We should recognize our age, but that doesn't mean we're old. You know, being old has nothing to do with age. Some people feel old at 50. That's their own mindset affecting their behavior. An 80-year-old might feel young, still making friends and enjoying coffee and afternoon tea, so it's important to relax. As we age, our energy diminishes, unlike when we were young. At this time, we need to breathe in oxygen to maintain our vitality. Okay, after feeling a bit down, the body needs kinetic energy. Movement brings energy. If you don't move, you have no energy. Center of gravity. Lift your heels slightly, like a flying doll. You need to make your body very flexible. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes aligned, hands behind you, spine straightened. Push your chin back, stick your butt out, and lean back to lower your body. You should do this exercise at home from time to time. In a span of 2 hours, you should do it for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Especially for retired friends, don't let your bones stiffen or your muscles waste away. Chickens are scarce, and giving away chickens is powerless. It's a current term. Just hearing this term makes it clear all the meat is gone. It's deteriorated. How do you survive? Your body aches all over, and it won't get better. Move for 10 to 20 seconds. The pressure comes from the back of your thighs. Slowly rise. This movement, do it 3 to 5 times. Do your best to do it. If you can do it, practice until you can do it correctly, and your skeleton will realign. Shift your weight back, push your hips back. Your entire lumbar and thoracic spine should be flat. Did you see the teacher? It's clearer when the hands are down. If you're not pushing, you're bending. This kind of bending at the waist. Bending at the waist is useless, right? Doctors say not to bend over. This is what they mean. We are bending at the waist. Your entire spine is being straightened. Do you see that as you practice? Your spine gets stronger and you rise slowly? If the spine is strong, does that mean people won't get sick? Teacher, my back is weak and sore. Complaining won't help. It won't save me. Just practice, be diligent, and push your hips back. These simple movements are for friends who are already retired at home. Every now and then, stretch a bit like a flying doll. Office workers should also get up like a doll every 1 to 2 hours. Just fly to 90 degrees here, no need to go lower. Some people practice yoga very well. That's fine, going lower doesn't help. I just need you at 90 degrees, just like that. Bounce a little, just a gentle bounce, it's very comfortable. Bounce to the back of your hips, and I'll give you a massage once. Okay, slowly come up. Alright, 3 times is enough, adjust a bit. Actually, just stretching makes you sweat, it's really comfortable. The time now is Taiwan time, 5:57 a.m. We're going to jog in place, super slow. Okay. So, you need to realign your skeleton, try not to let yourself shrink. You should have good posture when sitting. You can do this action while sitting at your desk. Even while sitting, you can tuck your chin in for a couple of minutes. You can do it no matter what. Shift your weight forward, with your feet shoulder width apart. Notice how the teacher leans forward in a rounded way. Isn't it tilted like this? Do you demonstrate this every day? Start running in place with both feet on the ground for 3 to 5 minutes. Keep your feet on the ground, just let your heels lift slightly. Look, the teacher's feet don't straighten out. Straightening doesn't help. I want you to use this tension to keep running. The teacher's body has been demonstrating, sitting in front of the screen for everyone to see. The body is leaning forward, not upright, always saying it won't sweat. Partners, see clearly, it's not just about running. Your posture, weight forward, hips pushed back, do you see the difference? There's a big difference between having support and not. Keep running. Is there that much difference? Can you see the teacher's posture more clearly, without support? The whole waist is different, straightened. Do you see how you push back? The upper body is leaning forward, weight on the front of the foot. The knees are always bent. Do you see how it's strange not to sweat like this? When this tendon is pulled, the heart rate increases, and then the blood flow speeds up. The blood flow speeds up. What did the teacher say about our blood? It goes from the left ventricle to the soles of the feet, then circulates back to the right atrium. It takes 50 seconds. But if you do this action, it comes back in 30 seconds. Do you understand? So what are the benefits of it coming back? The blood gets warmer, and the flow rate increases. It can reach you, clearing your peripheral nerves over 100,000 kilometers. Leaning the body forward, not many people. Or they just get used to it, feeling that if their feet aren't lifted, it's like they're not running. Okay. Teacher, everyone needs to focus, calm the mind, and keep the toes on the ground. The teacher's heels are barely off the ground. Do you see that? The entire weight is on the balls of the feet. And then, all the tendon strength is in the thighs and calves, okay. Then the body should lean forward, keeping the spine straight. This is the skeleton of a monkey, of an early human. We need to return to that form to reverse engineer and restore. We will restore all the areas where we have experienced ailments and decline. Once the organ functions and skeleton are aligned, the organ functions will normalize. You won't have insomnia anymore. Right? You say, teacher, I'm having insomnia. I ask, what's the use of this action? What the teacher says is fundamental. It's a whole body issue, not just causing your insomnia. It leads to problems with your eyes and ears. It involves issues with the immune system and organ diseases. It's a whole body problem. If you don't do this action, you're just treating the symptoms. Treating a headache with a headache remedy won't solve it. Do you understand what the teacher is saying? So, many friends of YouTubers, you just watch. You watch what YouTubers do. You find YouTubers for yourself. The teacher has many line ids. Several videos have them listed. D. Contact the teacher yourself and join the teacher's health group online. There are many videos the teacher has recorded, lessons taught, and information about the body. The structure and functions are all there for you to see, and it's all free. You need to look for yourself. You see, doctors require appointments, but with the teacher, you don't even need one. You just need to join. Where else can you find this? So, health is your own responsibility. After you watch, slowly check out the seniors' shares, and you'll understand. Our group practice has been less than 3 months, just a little over 2 months. Yeah, just a little over 2 months. The seniors have been practicing for less than a month. The floaters in their vision are gone, and some issues in their bodies have changed. But during the training process, you have to endure your soreness, your pain. Once you endure it, it becomes yours. If your muscles are usually weak and you have no strength during training, when you pull your hands back, suddenly your shoulders will hurt for several days. The monkey style requires you to do a slight squat, but you can't squat for a few seconds. You need to practice until you can squat. Do you understand? Also, if you have knee issues, keep your heels on the ground. The teacher always says that many people have knee degeneration issues. Your fists and the balls of your feet should not leave the ground. You just need to use the monkey style to open up your knees. Got it? Just do this action. If you can do it for 3 seconds, then do it for 3 seconds. Gradually build up. Can you build up to 30 seconds, or even 3 minutes? He will gain strength, his waist will strengthen, and his bone and cartilage will regenerate. Believe it or not, it's up to you, because we have many online. In less than a month, he started to feel the difference. You will feel good all day and have energy. Calm your mind, let go externally, and focus internally. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath, and feel. Feel your blood surging and flowing. Your results will improve. So, this is related to personal insight. Some partners practice for about 10 days or 8 or 9 days and keep asking the teacher, "I've been practicing for 8 days, 10 days, 20 days, and I still can't sleep." It's normal not to sleep because your body is weak. Keep practicing. Do you understand? Some teachers practice for 20 days and still don't sweat. That's you. Your movements must not be flexible enough. Do you do it like the teacher? Is your body leaning forward, or is it straight like this while running? Are you leaning forward or straight? Look, when leaning forward, push your hips back, keeping your lumbar spine straight and your thoracic spine straight. Do you see that you haven't done this movement? Of course, it makes a big difference. Your body won't recover, and you still won't gain muscle. No matter how much you eat, you won't gain weight. You lack yang energy. Your body is yin and damp. Your yang energy is insufficient, so your spleen and stomach won't function properly, and you won't gain weight. No matter what elixir you take, it won't help. If there were such an elixir. This Yuan Kaiti from Taiwan's Euro Group, at 53 years old, has lost so much money, 400 billion in assets can't buy back. An elixir, in the body, is a form of energy, called yang energy, the body's masculine energy, the energy of warm blood, that's called yang energy. Every day is filled with negative thoughts, choking. You can't even smile or cry. Look how miserable life is. Do you understand? So, the teacher said, when you wake up in the morning, check your apple. Smile at your apple cheeks. It can be tough, but you just smile through it. Smile at your apple cheeks, lift the corners of your mouth, and in your mind, think of the happy factors, the happy hormones, and your body will relax. If you were angry just a second ago, lighten up a bit. There's nothing in life you can't get through. Right? So the teacher mentioned this a few days ago. There are 3 areas in life that can lead to change. The first is the place of the funeral, the second is the hospital, the emergency room. Your life will change. There's nothing worth arguing over. The third is to go to South Africa, to underdeveloped places, to see how others live. You will be grateful that you grew up in Taiwan, in a developed country. Do you understand? Do you understand? Why do people have so many grievances and comparisons? Comparison is the beginning of decline. Do you understand? Being calculative is the root of suffering. You can never compare enough. If you are willing to open your hands, the whole world is at your fingertips. If you are unwilling, nothing is yours. You are nothing, not even your own body. Do you understand, teacher? So the teacher says, because his family has been in geomancy for 3 generations. There was once a friend who, after listening to the teachers, he said one thing to the teacher: he doesn't believe in fortune telling. Because when he was young, the fortune tellers said, 3 fortune tellers all said he wouldn't live past 30, but this year, he has already lived to 70. He proudly said he lived to 70, proving the fortune tellers wrong. The teacher looked at him and told him that fortune telling is accurate, it's not inaccurate. He said, the fortune tellers said I wouldn't live past 30, but I've already lived to 70. That's because you heard 3 fortune tellers say you wouldn't live past 30. So, you just let it go, and make sure people understand. Do you understand, teacher? Anyway, you won't use that much by 30, it's gone. You are willing to give it all away. Share everything, it adds blessings and longevity to yourself. Understand the teacher, do you? That kindness and good thoughts, that's a kind of energy, a state of mind. So the teacher keeps talking. The teacher doesn't preach morality, nor does he discuss religion. But the teacher talks about morality. Does a person have morality? Being good or not, that determines if your body will be well. So, the teacher often looks at his family's geography for 3 generations. Some people can. Help can save, but some people can't be helped, they just have to wipe it away. Do you understand, teacher? So, this is called Buddha's grace. Some people, despite not doing anything wrong in this life, still live in suffering. And they live uncomfortably, which is a matter of the heart. Their heart is closed, they can't even smile, just stuck there. Every day they compare and calculate. The root of suffering is in this calculation, and it all starts with comparison. At this age, what's the point of comparing who is healthier? If your health is gone, the world has nothing to do with you. Do you understand this, teacher? At a certain age, we need to realize that our body is our own. I need to control my hands so I can pick up a cup. You have to be in such a serious state that you can't even hold a cup. Only now do you realize what's important, but it's too late. Then you need to start reversing that and make your body sweat. Let your muscles grow back and ensure your nerves are functioning smoothly. Yesterday, the news aired again about our singer, Shan Yawen. She is undergoing treatment. She has cerebellar atrophy, has lost her hair, and her hands shake, making it hard to use chopsticks or anything. At this age, just over 50, she experiences these symptoms. The teacher also talked about Parkinson's disease. Stretch your hand muscles, switch hands every 30 seconds, then stretch your leg muscles. If possible, stand on your tiptoes. Walk in place like a monkey, jog slowly in place, feel the energy rising. It won't let your cerebellum shrink that quickly, it won't make your peripheral nerves won't shake so violently or shrink so fast. So if you say you won't do it, right? Teacher, how long do I need to do this to get better? You have to ask the heavens, and that heaven is yourself. It's not about literally asking the heavens, your heaven is you. Teacher, didn't you just say that? We have 60 trillion cells in our bodies. You are the master of these 60 trillion inner space cells. Ask yourself, you are the sky, do you know that? Ask the sky, is your understanding enough? If your understanding isn't enough, the teacher keeps saying to lean forward, but you can't do it. You might think, I'm still like this, and it feels comfortable. It's just heavy, but it can't move forward. Look, the teacher's knees hardly move, did you see that? The teacher uses leg strength, did you notice this is called inner strength? So, when the teacher practices, sweat pours out in droplets all over the face. My body is soaked through, completely wet, and after practicing, the ground is a puddle. Do you understand, teacher? It's not about practicing to the point of exhaustion for it to be effective. This is about being able to control your body and your emotions. I can even control the rush of blood. So, the teacher can talk while running, but if you try to talk while running, you'll find yourself out of breath, right? Or if we walk up a slope on a mountain. Try talking while doing that, and you won't get far. You'll be out of breath and might even get a stitch. Do you understand, teacher? So, this relies on your own effort, the effort beneath your feet. Then restore your brain's nervous system to function normally, not aging, not degenerating. Your memory will return, your eyes will brighten, and even your complexion will improve. Your friends and family, after a while, due to the pandemic, haven't been coming or going. When they see you after some time, they'll notice, wow, why does your whole complexion look different? They might think you ate something special. It's not ginseng at all, and those with symptoms of love cannot eat ginseng. You can't supplement it, right? That's why doctors remind you not to supplement if you have symptoms of love. I said that the bad cells are more active than normal cells. Any nutrients provided are quickly consumed by the bad cells. Bad cells grow faster, so those with symptoms shouldn't supplement randomly. So, don't trust too many home remedies. Do you understand, teacher? So the teacher has never suggested what you should eat. Just eat food, grains are enough. Round bananas, round heating foods, round rice. Wheat, beans, and avoid chemical foods, understand? Processed foods like bread, noodles, those are all modified. They added a lot of toxic starch, and you only think it tastes good. Indulging your appetite will lead to disaster. Eat light and keep your desires in check. Don't take anything to heart. It's like stabbing yourself in the heart with a knife. If you eat less now, you'll suffer later and eat for a long time. Do you understand? If you sleep less now, you'll suffer later and sleep for a long time. Got it? A friend said, "Teacher, I'm not getting enough sleep." I asked, "What do you mean?" He replied, "What about me?" He said he can only sleep 3 to 4 hours a day before getting up. He constantly feels sleep deprived. That's a feeling of lack in the heart, not a reality. You are sleep deprived. You only need to have 3 to 4 hours of deep sleep. That's enough. The rest can be light sleep. Even if you only slept 3 hours last night, you still need to get up now. Before 7 o'clock, finish this routine, stretch and breathe, then go back to sleep. Understand? Do you understand, teacher? Don't keep thinking in your mind that you're scared, afraid of not getting enough sleep. You don't need to be afraid, just listen to your body's signals. Sometimes when we practice stretching and breathing, the timing can get mixed up, making it hard to sleep at night and feeling sleepy during the day. The teacher isn't talking about new friends, it's about starting to stretch and breathe. Within a week, you'll feel very tired all over, and you'll want to sleep even more after practice. It's repairing itself, and it will also change your timing. It will change back and forth until it returns to normal. You need to take your time, don't be afraid. The more you fear it, the more it will happen. Understand the teacher, do you? Some new partners even start waking up early to stretch and breathe, especially after practice. It's normal to feel really hungry. But don't just eat a lot because you're hungry. The teacher says to eat less now, so you can eat longer and healthier later. People are healthier when they eat less, do you understand? Nowadays, people eat too much and too heavily flavored. It's unhealthy, even gods can't save them. Drinking more water is healthy. Don't drink all those mixed drinks, right? So, for our stretching and breathing, first, don't drink cold drinks, don't eat cold food. Fruits like watermelon and melons are cold, do you understand? You should eat melons during the day, at noon, but not after 3 in the afternoon. The teacher has a session in daily practice that specifically talks about diet. New friends may not have heard it, so the teacher said, "New friends, quickly join in. Join the teacher's Line Health group." The ritual books inside have this information. You need to go. Understand, if you don't know how to exert effort. Including our monkey-style ultra-slow jogging, there are 4 key points and 7 main functions. You're just looking at the screen, practicing together every day. It seems like nothing, really nothing. Because you don't understand what we're doing. Understand the teacher, got it? More people will think this movement is for the elderly. They look down on this movement, which means the timing isn't right yet. Shoulders back, is your butt pushing back? The waist, chest, and neck should be in a straight line, have you noticed? Then the teacher's upper body is leaning forward. The teacher keeps talking. Many people don't feel it. He thinks it's enough that he ran, and that's good. That's fine. Recovery might take longer, so take your time. You have plenty of time, the teacher says. Time is the most ruthless. The most ruthless. What's past is past. What's gone is gone. Right? We understand on our own. Teacher, do you get it? The blood is heating up now. Turn your head left and right, engage the brakes. At this moment, the blood surges. Turn your head left and right. Align your frozen shoulder and straighten your cervical spine. Don't let it jut forward like that. Because there are too many electronic products, let's get back on track. Don't start by looking down. Turn your head left and right. Just give it a spin. The left and right head turns we just did were for warming up. Now it's time to recover. After getting your blood flowing, it helps you recover, so you won't have a sore neck, shoulder pain, back pain, or numb hands. Got it, teacher, do you understand? So you need to progress gradually and stretch slowly. If it doesn't work in 10 days, try for 20 days. If that doesn't work, go for 2 months, right? Right, the teacher said to do it for 3 months. 100 days of practice will lay a solid foundation. We have only been practicing together for a little over 2 months. It's not even 2.5 months. Do you all understand, teachers? So, the key is whether your heart is calm and if you are listening. Because after we retire, we usually stop learning. It's not just after retirement that we stop learning, we stop before we retire. After graduating from school, once we start working, we stop learning. Our minds become like mush, unable to understand what people say. Do you get it? Learning cannot be a way to transform yourself. We call it reverse engineering. You need to transform your cells and change your constitution. You have to endure this phase. Can you understand all your body's reactions? We can take it slow. Do you understand? You need to keep up. Every day, keep up. If you understand, listen. If not, patiently follow along. Listen to your body's signals, hear your heartbeat, feel your sweat. Do you understand this? When the movements are right, your fat turns into muscle, and your energy returns. You will be revitalized, feeling like a young person. Do you understand? Don't feel old just because you're aging. Some people at 80 are still lively and active in social events, right? The chairman of TSMC, Morris Chang, is almost 90 years old. Although he has stepped down, he is still taking medication. Do you understand? So, a person's actions reflect their thoughts. If you feel old, then your old life is in your own hands. Other forms of medicine, whether Western or traditional Chinese, are just supportive. Whether we can be healthy depends on ourselves. It depends on the essence of our body and the essence of our heart. It also depends on the innate health of our bones and organs. This is called the healing function. If your heart can't heal itself, it will always be hurt. Because when you care or don't care, you are the most important. I only care about my health. Then you can close your eyes and look inward. Wherever my body aches, let's address it. You're the expert, so there's a saying. It goes, a long illness makes one a good doctor. Why does a long illness make one a good doctor? The body is full of aches and pains. By the end, if the doctor hasn't prescribed anything, you know he knows what medicine to prescribe, but that medicine won't help. So, some people start to hesitate about whether to see a doctor, whether to take medicine. The doctor still needs to prescribe what should be taken. Do you understand what I mean? If you have high blood pressure, you must take medication. If you don't act quickly, your blood pressure will spike. If you have blood sugar issues, you need to eat balanced meals quickly. But if you take medication and do nothing, you will. It's a disaster. You need to balance even more after taking medication. Right now, quickly practice these movements. You might say, teacher, I felt unwell when I woke up this morning. My blood pressure is too high. Can I practice? Yes, you can. Don't run. Practice the monkey stance and stay in place. As you practice stepping in place, your blood pressure will come down. Don't carry heavy loads on your back, especially if your waist is large. Because of your high blood pressure, is this a way to protect yourself? Think about it, because everyone is on the screen. The teacher can't see your condition. High blood pressure is due to blockages and lack of elasticity in the blood vessels. Lying down all night, your whole body is pressed against the bed. Your blood vessels and meridians are compressed all night, and since you lack elasticity, they get pressed. Of course, your blood pressure will be high when you get up, everything comes. But you need to warm up and relax a bit. Before getting up, make a fist and stretch your toes. Didn't the teacher say that you must make a fist and stretch your toes before getting up? Especially in winter, you shouldn't jump up right away. You need to warm up in bed for 3 to 5 minutes. Then when you get up, your blood pressure will drop. Do you understand, teacher? So it's not the teacher. What should I do about my high blood pressure? Asking the heavens is really asking yourself, how do you sleep, right? You lie there, lying on your right side, and your right side goes numb. Then you lie on your left side, and your left side goes numb. You clearly lie on your side, on the left, but it's your right hand that's numb. What should I do? What's the reason? You clearly lie on your right side, sleeping on your right, but it's your left hand that's numb. What should I do? Where's the problem? You have issues with your spine and neck. No need to check further. Long illness makes a good doctor. Why didn't it happen when you were young? When you were young, your tendons were strong, and you had muscle and elasticity. After aging, you lose muscle and elasticity. The rubber band hardens, you can't even stretch it, and if you pull hard, it breaks. How do you restore elasticity to this hardened rubber band? You need to heat it and stretch it little by little, gradually pulling it more. You need to spend time. If you say after 10 days, teacher, If you still can't sleep, keep at it until you can. Your body has been worn down for 60 or 70 years. How can you expect to sleep well in just 10 days? It indicates that your body is in serious condition, with a heavy accumulation of toxins inside. Do you understand this, teacher? Are you willing to spend time restoring your body? The teacher says that the knees are bent and have never been straightened, with the center of gravity in front. The teacher's body is leaning forward, not like this. You say, teacher, that this feels more comfortable. It should feel comfortable. There will be plenty of opportunities 100 years from now. These movements are uncomfortable for us. Do you understand? Teacher, look at the body. The back, waist, and cervical spine are all straight. Do you see how the buttocks are pushed back, with the center of gravity forward? Without this movement, your waist will always be weak. Then your health has nothing to do with you. If you can do 30 seconds, then do 30 seconds. If not, take a break after 30 seconds. And if you feel dizzy, that's enough. Pull your elbows back as you move forward. Is there a teacher? The elbows shouldn't be in front. Some people say their hands are in front, but that's useless. I want to pull your armpit lymph back. Didn't the teacher mention a senior brother? The entire armpit is dark. Both sides are dark. That's called melanin deposition, which feels normal. That's not normal. That's called lymphatic toxins. The armpit lymph is mostly dark due to the immune system. 2 months. Stretching and rejuvenating. Follow along. I have already recovered. My skin color has become lighter. Do you understand the teacher? You need to spend time. So, it's okay if you don't understand the body structure. The teacher has many videos on YouTube, even lectures. The diagram printed on the round wall from 2000 years ago is called the internal classic diagram, which even traditional Chinese medicine students must study. This diagram, the internal classic diagram, represents the human internal system. Including the teacher, who has taught everyone about symptoms, has heard of what the human body is. The 7 chakras: crown chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra. He has this 7 wheel. How do you intend to visualize and guide? When you push your hips back, your waist will slim down, understand? Your body should lean forward while pushing your hips back. Your entire waist will slim down. Weight unchanged, transforming fat into muscle. If you don't do this movement, you won't slim your waist. If you want to slim your abdominal muscles, the muscles and tendons in your abdomen need to be strong. This means the lower dantian is strong, and women essentially rejuvenate. You become younger and your complexion improves. Otherwise, we keep saying Eastern people are Western. It's muddy. The body tends to sag, with a small upper body and a large lower body. Especially the lower abdomen. The uterus can sag, the urethra and bladder can sag, and the internal organs can sag. This is because your inner space is soft and filled with fat, lacking strength. So at this time, it's not just about training the spine's center of gravity. We also train the waist strength while exhaling. Step down with the right foot while exhaling, with small exhales and inhales through the mouth. The teacher intentionally makes sounds, while the students remain silent. This movement helps to tighten and add flexibility to your waist. The internal organs gain energy, and these movements are comprehensive. Right now, there isn't an exercise that can achieve this effect. Tendons make you strong and flexible, and increase oxygen in your body. It also boosts your capacity and keeps your cardiovascular system normal. This is the only set, and it's very simple. You can do it at home, no need to go out. You don't have to compete for space or lanes outside. Finish it at home first, then you can easily go for a walk later. You can take a walk after breakfast. Do you understand what I mean? How great is that? You can do it at home even on rainy days. You'll be sweating all over, which is very good. The sweat I'm producing now, teacher, is no less than that of a steam room. It's all about keeping your mind steady. My toes and the balls of my feet aren't leaving the ground, only my heels are slightly lifted. It's all about the tendon in the monkey pose. Your whole body is tightened, and after the blood rushes, you detox without sweating. Then your center of gravity needs to shift forward. If your body isn't moving forward, you won't be able to understand how to exert force. Use your own method, that's fine. If you need to go slower, then go slower. And what about the teacher? The movements are always being demonstrated. Your upper body should be leaning forward, and your elbows shouldn't be pulled back. Keep the sweat away. Time's up, stop and take a look at the screen. My whole face is covered in sweat, see? The ground is all wet. Sweat is everywhere on my face. You don't have to do it exactly like the teacher. The teacher uses inner strength, but you can't use your monkey-style movements. It's not standard. Sweat is coming from my nose, but when you run, you'll sweat when you get hot. The teacher has just been sweating from the start with one movement. Do you understand? All right. Wrap it up, shift your weight forward, and spread your feet. Feet shoulder width apart, toes aligned. That's the first way to finish. Nose. Breathe in without tightening. Fill up in 3 seconds. Go. Breathe in. If you're gasping, even it out before continuing. It means your body is lacking oxygen. Then, slightly lift your heels, just a little, with your weight forward. Hold your breath at 10 angles. Exhale, tongue pressed, mouth, let it out. Exhale slowly, pull in your abdomen. At this moment, tighten. Exhale while tightening. Focus your mind on your body. When finishing, mark it again. That energy is so strong. Great, now, shift your weight forward and breathe in. Weight on the balls of your feet, breathe in without tightening, good. Now hold your breath. After 3 seconds, slightly lift your heels for a good stretch. Like exhaling. The tongue is pressed, mouth open, exhale slowly, pull in the abdomen, and lift the anus while exhaling. The stronger you lift the anus, the stronger your lower dantian becomes. Your body will regain vitality quickly, and all your ailments will disappear. This is the first method. The second is inhaling, from half full to 7/10 full. Shift your weight forward, do not lift the anus, inhale through your nose, and fill your body. From half full to 7/10 full. Now, with the tongue pressed, blow air directly, pulling in the abdomen and lifting the anus while blowing. Exhale completely in 6 seconds, then hold your breath for 1 to 3 seconds. I want you to stop breathing. This is called oxygen deprivation fear. Learn to relax. This is the second breathing method. You need to practice it. Focus your weight forward and inhale through your nose. Practice going from half full to 7/10 full. Start slowly from half full. Don't go too full. If you've just had surgery, or if you're physically impaired or have a tumor. Exhale. Pull in your lower abdomen and exhale while tightening your anus. After exhaling, hold your breath for 1 to 3 seconds, tightening your anus. Is that okay? Do the same movements every day. The teacher will explain it each time, and you will gradually understand. For the third time, practice the small circulation breathing method, tightening the anus while inhaling. Breathe deeply, sinking into the lower abdomen. Focus your mind as it rises from the tiny particles. Press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, directing that warm energy flow to your lower abdomen. Just like before, seal your mouth. At this moment, relax your anus and pull your stomach in. Let go of the anus, do not tighten it, which is the opposite of the previous two. You will feel comfortable, expelling the cold and negative energy from your belly. Our warmth is above warm air rises, while cold air sinks. Warm air will sink down because you have expelled the cold air. Let's do it again. Tighten the anus and breathe in. Straighten your body. Press your tongue up, draw in that heat, and focus on your lower abdomen. Exhale. Relax your anus, don't tighten it. Pull in your stomach while exhaling. Blow away the cold air from your lower abdomen. The heat from your lungs will sink down, giving your body energy. Your whole body will be warm, so you won't be afraid of the cold in winter. Do you understand? In winter, your belly feels cold and your hands and feet are icy. No matter how you dress, you still feel cold. Because your yang energy is insufficient, we need to practice well in summer. Practice to adjust your sweat all over, better than a steam room. That costs money. It's not about the money, but about us. You can do it at home without spending a dime. There are no excuses. The teacher can't stand it. If you have excuses, the teacher will just call you out, won't wait, and won't pay attention to you. Get ready. Take a deep breath and laugh, yoga style. Inhale through your nose, let your belly expand. Pull it back, engage your core, and laugh hard. Laugh so much that even your eyes are smiling. Breathe through your mouth and laugh 3 times. Laugh until your body shakes. Engage your belly, okay? Let's take another deep breath. Laugh. Inhale through your nose. Let your belly expand. Pull it back. Engage your core. So boring, okay? Right? Avoid water for 15 minutes. If you're in a hurry, use a hot towel. You can speed things up, but enjoy these 15 minutes. Feel the rush of energy. Just sit down, meditate, and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and feel the energy flow. After that, do some yoga stretches. Didn't the teacher say that? Feel the energy? The meridians relax. Perform the dragon's tail move, exhale, and open your mouth. Breathe out, then inhale through your mouth. Hold for 3 seconds. As you continue, you'll feel your body becoming more flexible. These are all supplementary enhancements for later. You've practiced yoga and Tai Chi. After you finish this set, it's fine to gently incorporate some Tai Chi. Do you understand? You can do these movements, they're just supplementary. However, don't breathe heavily while doing these movements. If you do, you'll be lacking oxygen. The instructor wants to keep your body's oxygen levels low. So, many friends exercise seriously but can't sleep. They walk tirelessly and still can't sleep. If you don't feel energized, your body won't recover oxygen and won't build muscle. Do you understand the instructor now? I hope our online partners all understood the teacher clearly. Let's do healthy yoga together. Thank you. I'm grateful to everyone. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Kiss. It's 3:08. Make sure it's 3:08, okay?